The ancient world had many different types of architecture. A couple of materials that ancient architects used were molded bricks, polychrome glaze, limestone, mud bricks, stone, and basketry. Some examples of ancient architecture are the Ishtar Gates, Sphinxes, Pyramids of Egypt, and the White Chapel. From the Ishtar Gates to the White Chapel, these art pieces are amazing.
The Ishtar Gate was constructed in Babylon, a city in ancient Mesopotamia. It was dedicated to Ishtar, the goddess of war and love. The gate is made out of alternating arches and dragons on blue tile. It was built by King Nebuchadnezzar II around 575 BC on the northern side of the city. According to the dedication plaque, the roof and the doors of the gate were cedar. In the Ishtar Gate was the processional way, made of 120 glazed bricks with lions on them. On every New Year's Day celebration, many statues of deities were paraded down the processional way. The gate was originally part of the walls of Babylon, which was one of the 7 wonders of the world.
Sphinxes are mythical creatures. They're lions with the head of men, rams, jackals, or falcons. The most common sphinxes were ones with the head and face of a man. The ancient Egyptians made many statues of them. They often put them in front of temples and pyramids. Sphinxes with the head of a man symbolize strength, wisdom, and intelligence. The human heads of sphinxes often look like pharaohs that were ruling when the sphinxes were made. The first sphinx was built during the 4th dynasty. It lasted from around 2723 to 2563 BC. The biggest and most famous sphinx is the Great Sphinx of Giza. It is believed to have the head of the pharaoh Khafra. Other popular sphinxes are on the Avenue of Sphinxes at the Luxor Temple. There are many different sphinxes, and all of them are amazing.
Some of ancient Egypt's most famous structures made were the pyramids. The pyramids were one of the biggest works of architecture in the world. There are even more than 67 structures that lie in Egypt. The earliest pyramids were made of tombs called mastabas stacked onto each other. Pyramids were burial monuments, as well as places for tourists to go today. One of the pyramids, Giza, is one of the 7 wonders of the world. As they are pieces of art, they are also representing mythology because some pyramids were thought to be a place where gods and goddesses lived.
Sensor built several other chapels besides the White Chapel. Like the Red Chapel, there are 2 sides of the White Chapel to get in. There are hieroglyphics on the in and outside of the chapel. The White Chapel is a small, so that the boat that was inside it would have been small. The White Chapel is made out of concrete. The White Chapel was built to house the royal Barque, aka Barque Shrine, had been covered in gold foil, built during the 12th dynasty.